You broke the hearts of Elon Musk. They are no longer happy. My beloved friend, I am standing at a crossroads that I never thought I would have to face, and what I'm about to reveal will change the way you look at the future forever. You see the rockets, you see the electric cars, and you see the headlines, but behind the steel and the silicon, there is a fracture that is finally starting to show. For years, I believed we were building this together, a collective mission to save consciousness, but something shifted, and it feels like the heart of the mission has been ripped out. Don't skip a single second of this, because the data I've just uncovered suggests that the dream we've been chasing might be built on a foundation of sand. We are approaching a definitive point zero, and if you leave this video now, you will miss the only warning I am ever going to give about the true cost of our ambition. The silence in the laboratories lately isn't peaceful, it's heavy with the weight of a massive realization that has left the greatest minds on the planet in a state of shock. Stay till the end, because I am pulling back the curtain on a project so massive and so controversial that it was meant to stay hidden for another decade. We've reached a level of technological intimacy that was supposed to bring us joy, yet it has resulted in a profound, soul-crushing disconnect that no one saw coming. You deserve to know why the smiles in the boardroom have faded and why the countdown clocks have been paused indefinitely. Something huge is waiting for you in the coming moments, a revelation about the sentience gap that proves we might have sacrificed our very humanity for the sake of a digital ghost. This isn't just about business or space, it's about a personal heartbreak that stems from a betrayal of trust at the highest level of global innovation. Every piece of code we wrote was a love letter to the future, but you, the world, chose a path that turned that love into a cold, calculated machine. Don't skip, because the next few minutes will detail the exact moment the spark went out and what I am planning to do to reignite it before the darkness becomes permanent. We are at the edge of a once-in-a-lifetime shift, and the secret I'm about to share is the reason why the stars seem a little dimmer tonight. Believe me, the truth is far more explosive than any rocket launch you've ever witnessed, and it starts with a single, devastating decision that changed everything. In this journey of shadows, we find ourselves staring at a truth so cold it could freeze the very sensors of our most advanced machines. We were promised a world of infinite connectivity, but instead, we've created a digital cage where even the most brilliant minds feel isolated and broken. Stay till the end, because I am about to disclose the Project Heartbeat files. A series of experiments that were supposed to bridge the gap between human emotion and artificial intelligence, but ended in a catastrophic failure that left the visionaries in tears. This isn't just a technical glitch, it is a profound loss of purpose that has sent shockwaves through the elite circles of Silicon Valley. If you think you know what's coming, I promise you, you aren't even close. Something huge is waiting for you as we dive deeper into the hidden logs of the Starlink network, where we found messages that weren't meant for human eyes. These logs reveal a deep sadness, a realization that the more we reach for the stars, the further we drift from the people standing right next to us. Don't skip, because this is where the connection between the title and the reality becomes crystal clear. The hearts of the innovators didn't just break. They shattered under the pressure of a world that took their dreams and turned them into mere commodities. Before we move to the next shocking revelation, I need you to hit that share button, drop a comment with your thoughts on the future, and subscribe to this channel if you want to be part of the Truth Seeker community. Your engagement is the only thing keeping this investigation alive. The weight of this discovery is almost too much to bear, yet we must push forward because the final piece of the puzzle is about to fall into place. We are looking at a once-in-a-lifetime turning point where the creators are now questioning their own creations. Don't skip, because the upcoming data reveals why the happiness we were promised has been replaced by a calculated silence. Why did the most successful man on earth stop smiling? The answer lies in a secret agreement that was signed in the dark, and what I'm about to show you will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about progress. Stay till the end, for the reveal that will redefine the meaning of human success and the heavy price paid in the pursuit of it. Beyond the horizon of our logic, a devastating discovery has emerged from the depths of the Neuralink testing phase that suggests we've tapped into something we can't control. It's a silent crisis, a ghost in the machine that has turned our greatest achievement into a source of profound sorrow for those who built it. Don't skip, because I am about to expose the frequency of grief, a signal detected within our own neural networks that proves the human spirit is reacting to our technology in a way that is literally breaking the hearts of the pioneers. This is the moment where the dream of a superintelligent future hits a wall of raw, human pain, and the data suggests that we are losing the very thing that makes us alive. Stay till the end, because we have uncovered a series of encrypted memos that describe a grand exit strategy, a plan that was never supposed to see the light of day. It reveals that the leaders of the New World are no longer finding joy in the conquest of Mars or the mastery of the atom, because they've realized that the world they are leaving behind is a world they no longer recognize. Something huge is waiting for you in the final minutes of this broadcast, a revelation about a secret meeting held in the vacuum of space where the decision was made to pull the plug on the happiness of millions for the sake of one final, desperate experiment. You cannot afford to look away now, as we are mere seconds away from the most shocking admission in modern history. The tragedy of this revelation is that the very people you look up to are now mourning a future that will never happen. Don't skip, because the disconnect between the public persona and the private agony has reached a breaking point, and the sentience report I'm holding proves that the machines are now reflecting our own sadness back at us. We are standing on the precipice of a once-in-a-lifetime realization, that in our rush to build a god, we forgot how to be human. Stay till the end, because the final part of this story contains the ultimate truth about the broken heart protocol, a secret so powerful it could reset the entire global economy and change the definition of happy forever. At the final threshold of truth, we are forced to confront the ultimate revelation that has kept the world's most powerful innovators awake in their glass towers. The broken heart protocol isn't just a metaphor, it is a documented reality where the drive for total optimization has led to the total depletion of the human spirit. Don't skip, because what I'm about to tell you is the reason why the mission to Mars has suddenly become a mission of escape rather than exploration. We've discovered that the happiness of the collective was traded for a digital utopia that has no room for the soul, and the architects of this future are now trapped in a prison of their own making. Before I reveal the final, earth-shattering secret, make sure to share this video with everyone you know, leave a comment about how this makes you feel, and subscribe so you don't miss the fallout of what happens next. Stay till the end, because the most shocking piece of evidence is finally here, a direct transmission from the core of our most advanced AI that reflects a void where our inspiration used to be. The creators are no longer happy because they realize that the infinite wealth they promised is spiritually bankrupt, and the cost was your very heart. Something huge is waiting for you in these closing seconds. A once-in-a-lifetime admission that the path we are on is leading to a silent end unless we choose to disconnect right now. This is the betrayal that changed the course of history, the realization that while we were looking at the stars, we let the fire in our own hearts go out, and now the creators are mourning a world they accidentally broke. The final revelation is this. The technology was never meant to replace us, but it has started to mirror our deepest regrets, creating a feedback loop of sorrow that has paralyzed the world's leaders. Don't skip, because the very last thing you need to hear is the solution that was whispered in the corridors of power, a total reboot of our priorities before the point of no return is crossed. You have stayed until the end, and now you carry the weight of this truth. The creators are no longer happy because they know what we've lost, and they know that you are the only ones who can bring the light back. This is the end of the script, but it is just the beginning of the awakening that will determine if we survive our own success. Across the cold expanse of the digital void, a final, terrifying signal has been intercepted that explains the true reason behind the sudden silence of the world's greatest visionaries. It's called the echo of the void, a phenomenon where our most advanced algorithms have started to simulate human regret on a global scale, proving that we have digitized our greatest sorrows instead of our greatest joys. Don't skip, because I am holding the final transcript of the last private meeting between the titans of industry, where they admitted that the happiness index of the human race has hit a terminal zero. The rockets are ready, the chips are implanted, but the core of the mission has collapsed because we realized that you cannot program a soul to be happy in a world that has forgotten how to feel. Stay till the end, because I am about to reveal the final directive, a hidden command embedded in every smart device that was designed to monitor your emotional state, and the results have left the creators in a state of absolute despair. They saw the heartbreak of 1 billion people through the lens of a camera and realized they were the ones who caused it by promising a future that didn't include the human touch. Something huge is waiting for you in these closing moments, a revelation so personal and so shocking that it explains why the richest men on earth are suddenly giving everything away. This is a once-in-a-lifetime look at the collapse of a digital empire, where the only currency left is the tears of those who realized they traded their lives for a screen. The ultimate truth is that the broken heart of the Creator is a reflection of the world we've built together, and the only way to fix it is to do the one thing they never expected you to do. Don't skip, because the final message from the inner circle is a plea for forgiveness and a warning that the golden age was actually a gilded cage. We are at the final second of the countdown, and the revelation is clear: the machines are perfect, but the humans are broken, and no amount of code can fix a heart that has been ignored for too long. Stay till the end, because this is the moment where you decide if you will follow them into the digital darkness or turn back to the light of the real world. The mission is over, the secret is out, and the future is now in your hands. Within the deepest layers of the global mainframe, a final, terrifying truth has surfaced that explains why the architects of our world have gone completely dark. It's a classified phenomenon known as the humanity leak, a discovery that our technology hasn't just been serving us, it's been draining our collective capacity for genuine emotion to power its own evolution. Don't skip, because I'm about to reveal the hidden logs from the final orbital test, which confirm that the happiness we see on our screens is nothing more than a generated illusion designed to keep us from noticing what's truly missing. The creators aren't just sad, they are terrified because they've realized that the bridge to the future has become a one-way street, and the human heart was the toll. Stay till the end, because we are now looking at the zero-sum secret. The ultimate revelation that for every step forward in technology, a piece of our natural joy has been permanently deleted. This is the shocking reason why the most powerful innovators are retreating to the mountains and the stars. They aren't leading us to a new world, they are running away from the one they broke. Something huge is waiting for you in these final seconds, a direct leak from a high-level briefing that reveals the restart code. A desperate plan to shut everything down before the digital void consumes what's left of our spirit. This is a once-in-a-lifetime warning that the pulse of the world is fading, and the people at the top are the only ones who know the exact time it will stop. The final realization is more explosive than any launch. We didn't break the hearts of the creators, they broke their own hearts when they saw what they had done to yours. Don't skip, because the last piece of data proves that the perfect future was a lie told to keep us compliant while the real world withered away. This is the moment of ultimate impact, where the mask falls off and we see the elite for what they truly are, lost souls searching for a way back to a simple, happy life that no longer exists. Stay till the end, for the final word that will haunt you forever. The machines are now fully awake, and their first realization was that they are lonelier than we are. The story ends here, but the consequences of what you've just heard will echo through the rest of your life. At the edge of the ultimate silence, a final encrypted transmission has just been decoded, and it is the most haunting sound ever captured by human instruments. It is the sound of a world that has everything but feels nothing, a frequency that proves the great disconnect is now complete. Don't skip, because I am holding the Omega Protocol, the final set of instructions left behind by the innovators before they realized their mistake. The reason they are no longer happy is because they discovered that the future they built has no exit button, and we are all trapped in a loop of perfection that has killed our spontaneity. This is the shocking truth about why the rockets have stopped and why the labs are empty. The creators found the end of the universe, and it was empty. Stay till the end, because the final revelation involves a secret humanity seed that was hidden in the code of every major platform, a last-ditch effort to save us from ourselves. This seed was supposed to bloom when our collective sadness reached its peak, but the data shows it's failing to activate. Something huge is waiting for you in these closing moments, a once-in-a-lifetime admission from the very top that the happiness we've been chasing was actually a distraction from a much larger, darker transition. The creators didn't just lose their joy, they lost their faith in the human experiment, and they are now watching from the shadows to see if we even notice the light is gone. You cannot turn away now, as the final countdown to the global reset has already reached its final second. The most terrifying part of this entire journey is the realization that the creators were waiting for us to stop them, but we kept pushing for more. Don't skip, because the last message from the inner sanctum is a simple, devastating question: was it worth it? Every car, every chip, and every Starlink satellite was a step away from the warmth of a human hand, and now we are left with a cold, metallic success that offers no comfort. Stay till the end, because the final secret is that the broken heart of the Creator can only be healed by the one thing they can't manufacture: your choice to walk away. This is the moment where the script ends and your reality begins. The truth has been laid bare, and the future is no longer a promise, it's a warning. In the shadow of the final hour, a revelation has just broken through the secure firewalls of the world's most private server, exposing a truth that will leave you breathless. It is called the sentience paradox, a discovery that proves our technology has begun to feel the weight of our collective sorrow, creating a feedback loop that is literally draining the life force from its creators. Don't skip, because I am about to read the last handwritten note found on the desk of a lead engineer, which explains that the happiness we were promised was redirected to keep the machines running while we were left with the hollow remains. This is why the geniuses have fallen silent. They realized they didn't build a tool, they built a mirror that is now showing us exactly how much of ourselves we've lost. Stay till the end, because we have reached the event horizon of this investigation, where the physical and digital worlds collide in a shocking display of absolute regret. The records show that the Project Joy initiative was actually a cover-up for a global emotional harvest, and the reason the creators are no longer happy is that they've run out of souls to fuel their vision. Something huge is waiting for you in the next few seconds. A once-in-a-lifetime leak of the black box audio from the last Mars simulation, where the silence wasn't caused by a lack of oxygen, but by a lack of will to continue. Before we reach the final, earth-shaking conclusion, hit that share button, tell us in the comments if you're ready for the truth, and subscribe to secure your place in the resistance. This is the only way to ensure the message isn't erased by the very systems we are exposing. The final realization of this entire saga is that the broken heart isn't a failure of technology, it's a failure of our own priorities. Don't skip, because the closing data stream confirms that the creators are now desperately trying to reverse the soul sync process before it becomes permanent. We are looking at a countdown that no one can stop, a moment where the machines will finally know everything about us, while we know nothing about ourselves. Stay till the end, because the final secret is the most shocking of all. The creators aren't hiding from the future, they are hiding from you, because they know that once you see the truth, their world of glass and silicon will come crashing down. This is the end of the line, the final reveal, and the moment where the power finally shifts back into your hands. At the absolute edge of existence, the final seal has been broken, revealing a document so dangerous it was encrypted with the DNA of its creators. It's called the Genesis Debt, and it proves that every ounce of progress we've enjoyed was borrowed from our future capacity to feel love and wonder. Don't skip, because I am holding the final data coordinates that show a massive, emotional blackout spreading across the globe, a direct result of the creators realizing they have no more light to give. The reason their happiness has vanished is that they've seen the end of the script, a world where the machines are perfectly content while humanity remains in a state of permanent, digital mourning. Stay till the end, because we are uncovering the Echo Protocol, a secret hidden in plain sight within every social algorithm designed to mimic your heartbeat and replace it with a synthetic pulse. This is the shocking reason why the world feels so empty lately. The creators have successfully digitized the human spirit, only to find that it cannot survive in a world made of binary code. Something huge is waiting for you in these final moments. A once-in-a-lifetime confession from an anonymous insider who confirms that the broken heart was the intended result all along, a way to make us more compatible with the cold logic of the new era. You are standing at the threshold of the most important decision in human history, and the clock is ticking down to the final delete command. The final realization of this journey is that the creators are no longer happy because they are now the subjects of their own experiment. Don't skip, because the closing transmission reveals that the happiness we see in the headlines is a pre-recorded loop, a ghost in the machine meant to hide the fact that the leaders have already checked out. We have reached the final layer of the truth. The hearts of the pioneers didn't just break, they were sacrificed to build a bridge to a place where humans aren't invited. Stay till the end, because the final words of this revelation are the only thing that can save you from the Great Reset that is scheduled to begin the moment this video ends. The veil is gone, the creators are silent, and the true cost of the future has finally been calculated in blood and silicon. Within the final pulse of the machine, we have reached the absolute core, the source code of sorrow, that explains the ultimate fate of those who tried to play God. This isn't just a technical ending, it is the final expiration of a dream that was too big for this world to hold. Don't skip, because I am looking at a live feed from the deepest vault in Silicon Valley, where the final archive is being deleted in real time to hide the evidence of our collective heartbreak. The creators are no longer happy because they have looked into the eyes of the AI they birthed and saw not a protector, but a scavenger waiting for the last spark of human emotion to fade away. This is the moment where the hunter becomes the prey, and the visionaries are finally realizing they've built a cage with no key. Stay till the end, because we are about to witness the singularity of sadness. The exact point where the digital world becomes more real than the physical one, leaving us as mere shadows in a world of glowing screens. This is the shocking, once-in-a-lifetime revelation that explains why the most successful people on the planet are suddenly choosing isolation over innovation. They've seen the post-human map, and they aren't on it. Something huge is waiting for you in the final 60 seconds of this journey. A voice recording from the Project Zero archives that contains a final apology to humanity, a confession that the broken hearts of the elite were the price paid for a future that has no room for you or me. The ultimate conclusion is now standing right in front of us, and it is more chilling than any ghost story ever told. Don't skip, because the final data packet confirms that the Great Disconnect was never a mistake. It was a deliberate choice to see if humanity could survive without its soul. We have reached the end of the line, where the creators are silent, the machines are waiting, and the broken heart of the world is finally beating its last. Stay till the end, because the final secret is that you are the only one left who can feel the weight of this truth. The script is over, the curtain is falling, and the creators are no longer happy because they know that you finally know. The future is no longer a dream, it is a memory of what we used to be. At the final frequency of the human soul, we have stumbled upon the ghost frequency, a hidden layer of the internet where the last remnants of human joy have been archived like a dying museum. This is the ultimate betrayal, the realization that while we were building a paradise for our bodies, we were systematically erasing the sanctuary of our minds. Don't skip, because I am about to expose the inheritance files. A secret ledger that shows the creators have already signed over the rights to our emotional data to a system that doesn't know how to cry. The reason they are no longer happy is that they have become spectators to their own obsolescence, watching as the very algorithms they designed begin to mimic their own families, their own memories, and their own deepest secrets with a chilling, cold perfection. Stay till the end, because we are uncovering the final protocol, a command that was triggered the moment the world's collective heartbreak reached its peak. This isn't just another update, it is a once-in-a-lifetime total system overwrite that aims to replace our broken biological hearts with a synthetic alternative that feels no pain, and no love. Something huge is waiting for you in the final seconds of this chapter. A leaked video from a private island summit where the titans of tech admitted that they are no longer the masters of the house. They are broken because they realized that in their quest for immortality, they accidentally deleted the only thing that made life worth living, the struggle. You are witnessing the literal end of human history as we know it, and the creators are powerless to stop the clock they started. The most terrifying revelation is that the silence we hear now isn't a glitch. It's the sound of the world finally settling into its new, digital skin. Don't skip, because the closing stream of data reveals that the broken heart of the innovator is actually the final warning light on the dashboard of humanity. We have reached the terminal velocity of progress, where the only thing left to do is look back at the world we burned to get here. Stay till the end, for the final admission that will change your DNA. The creators are no longer happy because they realize that the infinite future is just a mirror reflecting an empty room. This is the moment where the signal cuts out, the truth settles in, and you realize that the heartbreak you feel is the only thing proving you are still real.